Welcome to another edition of Mr. Skunkbud's Garden. Coming inside here, as you can see, there's nothing wrong with this pond. I have children, so I'm giving the bigger room to my children because my children are growing pretty fast. And what I'm doing is I technically don't need a pond this big to get the results or to take care of the handful of fish I have. So what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've taken apart my bed. I've moved all the soil into different pots, and I got a big garbage can over there and a big pot over there. And now what I'm doing is I am moving it down the hall today. And check this out, voila. This used to be my son's room. This right here, this liner right here, this rubber liner I'm using, this is a Firestone rubber pond liner. There's a 25-year warranty on this liner. I have disassembled my bed. As you can see, I build my nutrition beds like carpenters build floors. So that way it's nice and strong. You're dealing with a lot of weight, so you want everything to be strong. When you're doing aquaponics, lumber is a great thing to use because you can cut it, reuse it, rebuild it, reshape it, you know. So what I'm in the midst of doing right now, I ran out of screws, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure and add legs to where this actually sits down inside of here a couple of inches, to where it's actually down a couple of inches inside the pond about where my hand is. And that's where the bottom of this will be. My water level will be about 16 inches, 17 inches deep. This thing will have several legs on it. It'll have arms that go all the way around. And then that cheap plastic, you know, like you get at the hardware store, I'm going to be filling this space with a little piece of filler wood too. But that cheap plastic you get from the hardware store, I'll be putting in a new plastic liner, popping holes in the bottom. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get some cheap pillows, the ones for like $2.98. They have that white plastic fluffy stuff inside. I'm going to get some more of that. And I'm going to add more of that. I'm going to actually use more of that and only this much of my material at top. The rest of that material you'll see back there, I'm giving some to a friend. I'm building a system for a friend of mine. I'm going to hand customize, build them one similar to this. And then I'm going to use some of that mix for my veg. And I will be able to transplant everything into here. I've got two big plants right off the bat that'll be getting put in here that are in bucket systems right now. But when I get some more screws, I'm going to finish this build, and I'm going to line it with the plastic. I'm going to put a whole bunch of fluffy stuff in from pillows. I'm going to use some of my material back there. I'm going to fill my other big pots up. As you can see, I got more room over there. And I'm going to have a 1,000 watt plus a 600 watt up over there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some aquaponics and I'm going to be doing some hydroponics. And my hydroponics will be, I will mix my hydroponic nutrients with the water from the aquaponics system. So whatever I decide to use as my plant food for hydroponics, I will use the water from this system to mix that, so it will be enriched with the water from this. So I'll call that aqua hydroponics. But my hydroponics reservoirs won't have any fish in them because I don't want to put fish through that. I don't want to put them through whatever those plant foods are made out of. Some of them aren't healthy for fish. So I'm going to have some over there. I'm going to have some over here. I'm going to have fans up. I'm going to have an air conditioner cranking in here. And this will be full of water and fish soon. And everything will be jamming everybody. And then I will take my two big plants out of veg. And I will put them into this system right here.
There's the Pikachu.
And we will have a great time. Once again, this is Mikachu's garden. And I hope you all enjoyed this. But I wanted to show this so that we all get an idea of how I begin to build my nutrient bed. I don't use cheap shit. It's got to be strong. You want to do it out of lumber. It's got to be strong. You got to build it fucking tough. Because when this is filled with bedding, you're looking at maybe 1,200 pounds or better full of medium wet material. Well, once again, it's been another edition of Mr. Skunkbud's Garden. Soon I will have the rebuild up and done, and it'll be super cool. You all have a great day, and it's been one.